back. So, I think what I'll do today is start moving around. So, obviously I know this game very well, and a lot of the things you could just get and be totally ready to move forward with right from the very beginning, but I am going to try to behave as if I have no idea how to do anything or where to go, and sort of use the hints within the game as my guide on what to do. So, let me come over here. And because I can't stand to talk to anyone anymore, we're going to come back and talk to him later. So, we have the centaur that we've heard a little bit about. Stops raking as we approach. We'll just walk right past him. So, just wander around and sort of see what stuff's going on. I know my way around quite well. I could get lost from time to time. For the most part, I know everywhere I'm going. But it could be helpful if you're starting out to just draw a map, have something to go by. Really help you from getting lost. Yeah, a little hitch in a screen often tells you that something's coming. So something I like to do sometimes is just cast Zap before the fight actually starts. Just gives you one hit with your sword or dagger in this case. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. That's a little bit stronger than normal. So we can switch back and forth between regular combat and magical combat. So as you'll see, I just got Flame Dart, so it's quite weak at this point. But so am I. So each hit, even though this goblin is the weakest enemy in the game, the easiest to beat. Still, each hit from him took quite a bit of health down. But now I can search and find 6 silver coins. Now I can check our character sheet. And we can see a few things. So we can see that our health, current health points have gone down, as have our stamina points. If you run out of health or stamina, then you die. And clearly we used a decent amount of our magic points during that fight as well. However, these colors, red numbers up top, indicate that our intelligence, vitality, and luck have all increased from what we've been doing here. So let's continue onward. So if we come up here, we can check the character sheet. We can also rest or check what time of day it is. Sunset approaches. So actually, let's go back to town because I want to talk to Abduladu at the inn at dinner time. So I believe that we get puzzle points for different pieces of the conversation with him. And once sunset has passed and it's nighttime, the gate to town closes and you can no longer come in. So, unfortunately, we are going to have more conversation. You can see, since it's late, Sheriff has gone back home, as has Otto, his goon, and we have Abduladu. So let's pull up a chair. Seat at the table nearest the fire. Very excited, young gentleman. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions. And Shima will now come out and serve us. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? Let's have a short little conversation with her. That's my room. You have but to give Shamin 5 silvers, and you may have a bed to dream upon. Food. We have very good stew of newborn lamb, along with honey, chicken, for a mere 3 silvers. Coffee is included in the price of the meal. Drink. We have rich black coffee, freshly ground and brewed, as only my people do. Such coffee will bring you to your full alertness. It is but a silver. Question. It is Shamin who is the speaker for the house, for I have much work to... Oops, sorry. Name. I am Shima, which means, in the words of the kata, she of the dance. About our homeland is far to the south. It is called Shapir. Shapir is where we kata come from. It is warm and glowing, and the sun is always bright. Kata. Our quiet, gentle people. And the dance. It is true I love the dance, but my soul cannot fly so far from home. The second game, we will see her dance. Question's name. Wait, I already asked that, yeah. Merchant. Abdullah will always be our guest and friend. Ask about Abdullah. Abdullah, too, is from the land of Shapir. Robbery. Abdullah will be honored to tell you of that. And ask question. He is my soulmate. And that's enough. So, let's give her some cash and we'll get a meal. Pay Shima for a meal. She will leave for a moment. And we'll talk to our friend. Tell me about the robbery. 2 weeks ago, I was going to be wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdullah will be the first merchant to this valley this year, but my life was shattered by the brigands. Tell me more. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. Okay. Wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. Interesting, that's a weird spell. Minotaur. Minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong. The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though. Interesting. Wizard. The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. And the guards. Here I pay good money for men to protect me, and what do they do when I need protection? They run away. Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. I guess not. About his wealth. I had treasures carefully brought from Shapir with me. I even had a magic carpet. See if that comes up again later. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. Now she will walk away. We have to wait for that process. Then we'll eat. And this whole thing will repeat. We have to wait for all of it. Food tastes surprisingly good, and the drink is delicious. And as promised, now she shall return. Permit me to clear the table for you. Certainly, that sounds delightful. And let's continue our conversation. Cool. Let's ask his name. I'm Abdullah, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan, and former master merchant of Shapir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. Oh, say about your friends. Even though they, too, lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, Shamin and Shima are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. Shima. She is the finest of cooks, outside of myself, that is, but her fine food is as dust in my mouth, for I am but a beggar. Shamin. He is the very prince of Katas, which is not literal. Shapir. Ah, Shapir, beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce jinn and efreets who seek to drive all men and Katas from the land. But I can speak no more of the homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all that I love, which seems to be mostly money. And merchant. I trade the treasures of one land for that of another, but the brigands have stolen every treasure I had, and I am a merchant no more. Awesome. I feel like we can give money, but I don't remember. Your offer is gracious, but keep your coins. Abdullah is no beggar. Fair enough. Alrighty, that is enough. So let's see. Get a night's rest. And go to bed. You dream of all the rewards you deserve. Thank you, sir. That may be the last time we ever stay in this room. Sleep heals and refreshes you. Let's see how we're doing health-wise. Good. Everything's mostly restored. I don't know exactly how the calculations work for the amount of time spent sleeping and how much your health, stamina, and magic are restored. Stamina by far comes back the fastest, but ultimately could be anything. So let's continue. This is mostly, I believe this is where we fought the goblin yesterday. So we could go over here where we have not been before. And, ooh, we have discovered something. Let's take a look. You've never seen anything quite like them. They're pretty in a grotesque way. Interesting. I'm not sure what they're spitting back and forth, but I'll have to think about that later. Yeah, sure, let's fight. Cast Zap again. One quick thing we can look at. So in addition to the, I might have already talked about this a little bit. Yeah, I talked about it with Fetch, but you see our expertise with Flame Dart is now 10. As that goes up, the amount of damage we do with Flame Dart will significantly increase. So armed combat, attack there, and we'll see if we do just a little bit better than we did yesterday. He is defeated. 2. Oh man. So you can see that combat in certain ways as a magic user are easier, or is easier rather. However, Meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle is watching over you. You feel that you're safe here. Air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. So yeah, and in a number of ways, combat as magic use is easier. However, you rapidly run out of mana, and then are left to fight with just your dagger. And generally speaking, as a magic user, you will be the weakest of the 3 classes physically. So let's take a look around. Where are we? It's an interesting tree. The small tree is most amazing. It bears blossoms and fruit at the same time, and the fruit on its boughs seems to shyly appear and disappear, shimmering. Meadow is an oasis at the edge of the snow line. The rocky hillside looks very steep and slippery. Large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Marks carved into the stone almost look like writing. The stone has the words Arana's Peace carved upon the top. There are some runes carved along the side. See the runes? It reads, if thy will is magic, so shall I share. Open this stone and claim what is there. Interesting. Open this stone. So we'll have to try and find a way to open the stone. Maybe we can just push it. No amount of physical effort will be able to move the stone. So it's not saying we're too weak, it says no amount of physical effort. Okay. Well, if I remember talking to the healer, she said she wanted flowers from Arana's Peace, so we should get some of those. Pick a variety of these sweet-smelling flowers. They seem to glow in your hands. You put them safely away. And perhaps you can see what this is. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. And I believe that fills us for 2 or 3 days. Actually, we don't need any food, which, if you noticed, we have rations here in our inventory, which you can buy more of at the Dragon Store, which we have not gone to, but we honestly probably won't even need to. So, now we're here off in the woods, and let's see what's going on over here. So we have a cave and a giant ogre, and I don't think we can beat him yet, so we're going to run away. So let's explore other places. to the left there is where those flowers were. Let's try this direction. Oop. Another fight. Now this is a brigand, and if you notice with the goblins, it was really quite easy to beat them. They were wide open most of the time. The brigands do a great job of hiding behind their shields, and at this point, with the amount of stamina and health I have, I actually probably will not fight this guy, and instead I will hit this button, I will run away! Run away! And if at any point in time you want to stop running, you should go up here and go back to the walk button. Could click sneak, but since I'm not a thief, I have no actual sneak ability, so it doesn't do anything. And the fact that I'm not able to sleep right now indicates that the enemy is still chasing after me. So maybe I shouldn't stop running, but it's fine. Get out of those flowers. So let's go a little further over here. See what else we can find. Let's go this way. Let's check what's up here. Ooh, excited. Looking around, you get the feeling that this is not a very friendly place to be. Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. You have to deal with me before you can enter. Baba Yaga is one tough magic user. If you're so stupid that you want to enter, perhaps we can make a deal. Alright, little skull, let's see what's going on. Ask about Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is the most powerful ogress around. If you have any brains, you'll stay away from her. Fair enough. Ogress. You're some hero if you don't even know what an ogre is. Well, thanks a lot. Hut. Baba Yaga's hut will squat if you say the rhyme. Hut will squat if you say, hut of brown, now sit down. Now there are other ways to find this out that are more costly, but this is the easiest, and if you finish the deal with him before you talk to him about it, you won't be able to have that conversation with him, and you'll have to pay to find out the answer to the rhyme. All the other skulls have glowing eyes, but me? No. I don't need lovely glowing eyes. Just open and close the gate. That's all I'm good for. And if you can give me a glowing gem for my eyes, then I'll let you in the gate. Okay? Sure. All I ask for is a little gem or jewel that glows in the dark. You're the big hero, so go find one. Alright, so now we have a task if we want to go see Baba Yaga. Come down here. Ooh, that's fine, actually, it doesn't matter. Ah, what's this? You're in the Goblin Central combat training zone. You wonder where all the goblins are coming from, but don't worry about it. It's just one of those little unsolved mysteries of the universe. So every time you come here, you will... Oops. One strange bush. Every time you come here, you will fight one additional goblin. So for this side, there will be only one of them. Next time you come, there'll be two, and so on and so forth, up till 7 or 8. I can wait for him to get me, or I can just walk up to him. Goblin steps out of the bush. Goblin's a mean look in his eye. Prepare for battle. So I have enough for one, I need 2 more. Yeah. What is that? So there, my stamina goes down after every so many swings. Now that this guy threw that 10 goblin a long way. Now that this guy is beaten, no one else will attack me until I leave the screen and come back. So, find 5 silvers concealed in his pouch. Take the silvers. One thing you can do, which is mildly amusing, is look at each of you guys. It's Nickaroo, a real goblin. It's Sneaky. It's Hollywood, a virtual goblin. See if there's any more. Alright, seems like it. Alright, so what I will do is... Day is still dark. Okay, I'll just go north one piece. Oh, there was one more, okay. Sleep for 60 minutes. After you fight, generally you can sleep for 1 or more hours, but it will not always allow you to. Sometimes it will tell you you're not tired, and you just have to deal with it. And see how we're doing after that. So, vitality and luck, each one up a little bit. Stamina is full now, so for example, it probably won't let me sleep right now, almost certainly. But, okay. I think we will end this particular video here. And we will see you next time as we continue on our adventure.